On page 69 and 70, they have a review worksheet. I really don't care for worksheets, yuck, but some ding-dong stuck it in the book, so I guess we're here. I don't really want to go through and give you all the answers. I want you to do it. You're welcome to ask me questions and comments, or however you choose to ask them. But I'll just quickly go over what you need to do. So on the first one, they want you to build an ascending means going up, 5-finger pattern, major pattern. It's what we've been doing, major, going up, and you start on the note given. For instance, the first one is a G here. They want a 5-finger pattern going up. You write the names of those notes, G, A, B, C, D, on those other lines. Or don't write the G, it's given for you. You do the other 4. And you go through and you do the A. A has a sharp in it. D flat is here. D flat, remember, has gobs of flats in it. There's an F natural, otherwise they're all flat. And then B flat is here. B flat has 2 flats, a B and an E. Here. So you write in the names of the notes in there and make sure you put in the flats after the name of the note. You see in the music, the flat would appear before the note, but when you're writing the names in like this, the flat comes after the note. I know that makes sense. Just go with it. All right. Number 2, identify each major 5-finger pattern from its black-white key sequence. So the W is for white key and the B is for black key. At first I read that and I thought, what are you drinking? But then you keep in mind that we're in 5-finger positions and it's a combination of white keys and black keys, and we're going to use a major 5-finger position. So out of these combinations, where does it fit? For instance, the first one is white, 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 black, white. Okay, well, let's just say I start on a C position. And if I go white, 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 black, white, it's white, 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 black, white. Well, that's not it. So it's not C position. That doesn't fit. So let's go up to here. Well, here, white, 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 that's not major because that's a black key. So that doesn't fit. Up here, white, 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 no, that because these are black keys. Those are black keys, so it can't be E. The first note's a white key, though. It's got to be one of them. F, I'm going down here. Here. There, that's the 5-finger position. And the white, 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 black, white. Bingo! Found it. It's the F major position. So you put in an F in that line, I reckon. The second one is white, black, black, white, white. Well, the first note's white, so you can start on one of the white keys. And the second note has to be black. White, black, black, white, white. So if I start on C, white, black, black, no, that's white, white, white. That doesn't fit. Here, no, that's white, white, black. That still doesn't fit. Here, there's white, black, black. White, black, black, white, white. It's an E position, okay? Well, it's kind of fun once you get the hang of it. It takes forever to get the hang of it. Next one is a black key. So it's going to start on one of the black keys, and the next key has to be a white key. Well, that eliminates this key and these keys, because if we do that one or these, the next key here would be a black key. No. So if it's not these, it's got to be here or here. Process of elimination. Because then the next key can be a white key. If I do here, the next key is a black key. If I do here, the next key is a black key. If I do here, the next key is a black key. So they don't fit. It's got to be here or here. The question is which one? We can try them both out and see. Black, white, white, black, black. Hey, we got lucky. It fit. It's an E flat position. Because if I go to here and try that, black, white, white, black, black, that don't fit. So it's E flat. And the last one is, again, black. So it's got to be one of the black keys to start. But now we got 3 black keys together. Well, there's only one place where you can have 3 black keys together. Here. So it's got to be this position. It's G flat or F sharp, whichever. So that one. So you put in a G flat there. I didn't mean to do them all, but I kind of enjoyed that one. Let's go to number 3. Identify each major triad by writing its letter name on the line. Okay. The triads in both hands are the same notes. If you look at them, it's here and here. Remember how to identify a triad when it's in this position, every other note? The bottom note identifies the chord or the triad. Put in the name of the bottom note. Here, it's an E. Next one, it's a B flat. Next one, it's an F. How hard is this? A flat. Just put in the name of the bottom note in the triad. That's it. Now when you start inverting them and turning them over, you can't do it that way. You have to figure out what the root is first. And then that'll tell you what the name is. On page 70, moving right along, identify the major chords from their black-white key sequence. It's similar to what we did with the 5-finger position, so now we only got 3 notes to deal with. And remember, the chord is every other note in the key. So like in C major, we got all these black keys in here, but they're not in C major, so they don't exist. We pretend we're only using white keys, and it's every other note. So here we're doing it that way. So you need to know which notes are in the key so you know which notes are involved. Well, the first one starts with a black key, so it's got to be one of these. Well, here, that is a D flat, and that is a black, white, black. That works. This is an E flat. That is a black, white, black. That works as an E flat. And this doesn't. That's all black. And this, oh, there you go, A flat also. So you got 3 of them. Then the other one is white, black, white. Well, that's not it. This is it. Here, white, white, black, white, D major, E major. Is this fun or what? Okay. And then all the whites, there's 3 of them. Well, again, C, G, and F. You'll learn what they are. Yeah, I didn't mean to do them all again, but it was kind of fun. Not too bad once you kind of get into it and get flowing and forget what you're doing. Then you can do it. Yeah. Last one, thank goodness. Draw a line to connect the boxes together. In other words, A major has how many sharps or flats? Or another way to do this is start on the right side. And remember how to identify the key based on the key signature? If it's a sharp, sharps in the key signature, take the last sharp and go up to the next note, and that's the key. This has 5, it's a bass clef now, it's 5 sharps. The last sharp is an A sharp. If I go up to the next note, that's the key. This is B major. That first one is B major. The second one, the last sharp is a G sharp. So the next note up is an A. That's the key of A major. The next flats, remember flats a little bit different? Except for one flat, you remember that's flats, you do the next to the last flat, and that's the key. So 3 flats, the next to the last flat is an E flat. That's the key, it's the key of E flat major. The next one is 5 flats, well the next to the last flat, remember that's bass clef now, that's a D flat. That's the key, it's D flat major. Oh, it's the one flat, you can't do that because there is no next to the last flat. But you can go down a 4th. On all of them, you can go down a 4th because the next to the last flat, the flats, they're a 4th apart on that one. It's like take the 4th one down. The 5 flats, the last flat is a G flat. Next to the last flat is a D flat. I go down. I know in the music the flat went up, but here we got to go down. Go down, it's a 4th. Which happens to be the next to the last flat. Okay, that's the key. D flat, well, with one flat, a B flat, if you go down a 4th, that's an F. Or you can just memorize one flat as F major. It's easier that way. And then the last one, sharps. Again, you go up from the last sharp is a D sharp, go up and it's an E, so we're in the key of E major. And again, I gave you all the answers, but I kind of enjoyed doing that. I'm surprised. I didn't think I would. It's really important you kind of understand this stuff because we're just going to keep adding more stuff. And you got to keep up. Otherwise, you're going to be lost. Yeah. Doesn't hurt, and I recommend it. Go back when you finish these units, if you have the time with all your other classes and studying and working and whatever you're doing, go back and review these units again. Review the lessons again. Just cover everything again.